Welcome back to episode 2 of Denver Broncos franchise. So, there's a couple things to go over. It's been about a month since I actually put out a franchise video, which thank you very much for the feedback on that one for those of you who did tune in and ask for more. If you guys are not familiar with me, I am a Broncos fan in real life, therefore, I run a Broncos podcast. So, if you have not checked that out, I'll have that link in the description. That's basically how I started on YouTube. But either way, so we're going to get into episode 2 right here, and we are going to be playing against the Indianapolis Colts. But, with the NFL season actually approaching and everything like that, with the NFL season actually getting underway, there's a few things that I did to this team that I need to go over real quick. First of all, we made a trade about a week ago, and you're going to notice that Devon Bailey is no longer on this team. That's right, we have reflected the trade in real life to take place in our franchise right here. Devon Bailey to the New Orleans Saints for a 2026 fourth round pick and a 2027 seventh round pick as well. And also, a few things that happened. First of all, I did upgrade the running back room to reflect how it's going to look in real life. I did have Blake Watson on this team in the first episode. Not going to do that in this one. Also, there has been a local Broncos patron that has gone into one of my friend's stores. This is kind of a little joke that we have running. If you are not familiar, the Nate Adkins story is very, very funny. I'll reserve that for you guys to watch on my Broncos podcast if you guys have tuned into any of the live shows. But Nate Adkins is going to miss the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks of the season in real life. That being said, I did reflect his name in Madden to the story that went on in real life. Our wide receiver room is exactly the same, so you're going to notice that pretty much everything is exactly the same right here. Also, I do have Lavelle Bailey on the 53-man roster still. I had to create Corene Reed because he does not have a player in Madden, or at least he didn't on the base roster for the game. Also, Jordan Jackson is not in Madden either, and I'm too lazy to create him. Also, I did have Sam Franklin as the backup free safety to Brandon Jones on our Madden depth chart, but I don't know. I released him to make room for Devin Key, and then we also have this reflected in real life as well. I was thinking about dropping Crawshaw's rating to reflect how he actually punted in the preseason, but I feel like that'd be pretty harsh, all things considered. The one guy who is not on the Broncos, other than Jordan Jackson, that is not in this game is Lucas Kroll, but I don't care enough to create him or whatever. So let's get right into it. We are going to play Week 2 against the Indianapolis Colts. I have XP bonuses for our cornerbacks, so I really want to focus on developing Jade Barron and Riley Moss, as well as RJ Harvey. So, yeah, that's basically how I'm feeling as far as training, is that I want to get our defense as good as possible. So, if you're just looking at the wear and tear, we do have a few practice squad guys that, what's it called? We do have a few practice squad guys that are dealing with wear and tear. Also, I did not update the practice squad. I just don't really care enough to do that. Either way, this is what we're dealing with so far. I don't know. I kind of like having wear and tear on because I'm just one of those guys that likes it to be as immersive as possible. And I do think the wear and tear does work pretty well. Oh, also, Clay Webb is still on my team. I don't know if he's on the practice squad or the active roster, but regardless, yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. Marvin Mims Jr. does have an upgrade. I'm going to upgrade his playmaking ability, even though it goes against the grain as far as his scheme fit. I think it's perfectly fine for what we need. Make sure you all hydrate. I'm fine with the CPU auto upgrading Charlie Jones and Savion Jones as well. Either way, let's get right into it against the Indianapolis Colts. Also, I'm going to see if I can do something that'll make the Colts start Daniel Jones instead of Anthony Richardson. So the Colts are also going to have a whiteout game when we play them in Week 2 in about a couple weeks here. So I am going to make them wear white. I'm just going to go with current away, but here's what we're rocking with. I expect us to wear orange that game, so I'm just going to go current home for that as well. Oh yeah, looks like we got Jeff Saturday ringing the bell right there, or the anvil, I guess. And here comes Daniel Jones with your Indianapolis Colts. Last week, we gained 586 yards and allowed 278 yards against the Titans. If you remember, we beat them 45-17. Yeah, this is what the Colts are looking like. It looks like they had a really rough week 1 against the Miami Dolphins, so yeah, we'll see. Either way, we got Tyler Warren on the sideline. Excited to see how he does in real life. Alright, well, never mind. It wouldn't let me do white versus orange, so I guess we've got blue versus orange. I mean, it's not terrible because orange is pretty distinct from all the other colors, but yeah. So kicking it off right here, let's see what kind of coverage we can get. Nice, 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 nice. The game plan right here is to make Daniel Jones uh, beat us. So we're gonna try to do like a bunch of stacked boxes. Um, we're gonna try to be as committal towards the run as possible. And we definitely have the personnel to play man against these Indianapolis Colts right here. Let's see what we got on the first play of the game. All right, downs in motion to the left side. Greenlaw. All right, see over the middle of the field, Michael Pittman Jr. stuffed for a 2-yard gain. Screw it. I'm going to run Engage 8. I think Engage 8 is like low-key one of the worst plays in a football video game, but we're going to sell out to stop Jonathan Taylor right here on 2nd and 8. And it looks like the Colts did it. Oh, I was so close to getting a look right there. And thank God for Patrick Surtain for forcing Michael Pittman out of bounds right there. I'm going to go with another cover one look. We're going heavy to start the game with a 4-4 front, but we've got Greenlaw matched up against tight end right here. Let's see if we can get to the boundary. We can't, but luckily we've got Lavelle Bailey pursuing from the backside, and he is able to take him down right there. I'm going to start running some cover 3, except I'm going to blitz. Colt's showing me this look. I'm going to blitz, and I'm going to have Hufanga. Oh, shit. Oh, what a tackle by Riley Moss. Way to bring him down right there. They had us beat on the blitz. What a play call to get around what we were calling right there. Going with a cover 6 look for nickel 2-4. I do think they're going to go all right there. So I am going to... Oh, read option. Ah, shit. They went exactly to where I was not. So, yeah. All right, Hufanga. Luckily, he caught up to him. And, man, I got to tell you, the adaptive AI is really, really good this year. So, that's something I just got to be wary of. I think they're going to hand it off to the right side. So I am going to shift our defensive line to the right. Oh, nice counterplay by them. Yeah, all right. We've got 2nd and goal from the 1. Let's see if we can get a big stop right here. Hand off. Dang, that was way too easy for them. But if you guys remember, I think Tennessee went down the field on the first drive last game and scored on us as well. All right, Harvey and Mims returning the kick right here. Let's see if we can get this out to the 30. All right, we got close enough. We are at our own 27-yard line, and right now I think I want to establish the run. Like, I don't want to get away from it too early, even though we are down. Let's just see what we can establish right here. All right, we're going to go with a heavy set right here with Root Beer Adkins running ahead of J.K. Dobbins. Damn, looks like we got nothing because we got... Is that Clay Webb instead of Ben Powers right there? What? Alright, I think I realized that we had Clay Webb in at left guard instead of Ben Powers. I don't know why, but... yeah. Oh, shit, he has a really severe risk of injury. Oh, well, I don't really care. We're going to throw him out there anyway. Call me the Detroit Lions. Or actually, the game won't let me throw Powers in there. So I guess Clay Webb is our starting backup guard. So nice little run right here by R.J. Harvey to get out to the 41-yard line. Let's go a little up tempo. Let's see if we can catch the Colts defense a little off guard with some PA crossers right here. I'm gonna block Harvey because I don't like play action animations in Madden. All right, so let's see if I can fit it in. Nice possession caught by Sutton, but he couldn't hang on. He couldn't hang on to the football. Unfortunate. We're going to go smash wide pivot right here. We've got Sutton and Mims out to the left, and we've got Franklin right. Evan Ingram in line at the right slot. All right, I think I got this. All right, that's cool. All right, that's cool with me. Sets up 3rd and 4, and I like this bench HB angle call. Let's see. My primary read here is going to be J.K. Dobbins or Ingram on the out route, but I also really like Franklin. Okay, we have Franklin. All right, nice. Way to hang tough. See if we can... Oh, Indianapolis challenging, but nah, that's going to stand. That's going to stand. Oh, yeah. Well, Indianapolis just lost their timeout. All right, so I am going to run this double tight end. What's it called right here? I'm going to audible Mims to a go route, and let's see if we can block Dobbins. Ah! Oh, shit, we fumbled. Oh, my God, no way. And Indianapolis is going to return that. Leatu Latu. Dang, we got fumble 6 right there. That is very unfortunate, but I'm still confident in this game. Honestly, just never saw the dude, and the fact that the game won't let me put Ben Powers in instead of Clay Webb is a huge liability for us right now. But that's okay. Hey, man, there's still a lot of football left. See what we can get right here with Mims once more. All right, out to the 29-yard line. Okay, now we kind of got our work cut out for us because I guess the benefit is that we do get the ball to start the second half, but still, we gotta We got to get some of these points back right here, man. And dang, I thought I had a hole right there, but I quickly got shut down right there. All right, Dobbins. Let's see if we can get him on a little HP slip screen. Okay. Oh, we did, but Wattenberg didn't secure the block. But Dobbins stays up. What a run right there by J.K. Dobbins. I thought that was going absolutely nowhere. I'm going to sub Harvey in right here, and let's see if we can get something going with him, too. All right, we're running flood drive, and all right, let's see what we got. My primary is Harvey to Sutton. He covered Harvey really well, so I decided to go in the over the middle of the field, and looks like Cortland Sutton is a little slow to get up. Last week, 4 receptions, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Second and 1. Let's try to get a nice little double team with Miners right there. We don't get the double team. Harvey's luckily able to stay up, but we were at best 3rd and inches. And Kaiser White is signed by the Indianapolis Colts, so let's see what we got right here. I think we got Mims. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. All right, we got to go for this, man. We got to go for this, and you guys might be like, you're absolutely absurd going for this early, but oh well, it's Madden, it's my franchise. All right, all right. Ingram, way to hang tough right there. All right, we got to no-huddle this to catch them off guard, and this was the play we got strip sacked on last time, I think, or it was in a different formation, but yeah, all right. Let's see if we got Adkins in the flat. Oh, we got Mims. Oh my God, we completely overthrew him. What were they running right there? Okay, cover 1 robber. Note to self, if they give you a cover 1 look, you got to take a post shot because that was wide open for us. I'm going to sub Harvey right there, give Dobbins a little chance to breathe on the sideline. We got a nice little lane. Okay, let's see if we can get Dobbins in another, or Harvey in another short yardage look. Actually, let's fullback dive this. With Nate Root Beer Adkins, and then I'm going to mic the right side linebacker, or no, not the D tackle, right side linebacker. Boom. Oh yeah. Too bad I didn't get a little speed boost right there. Otherwise, there's a chance I could have housed that. But yeah, that was pretty nice right there. All right, let's go. Who are we gonna go with? Oh man, come on, go vertical. Ah, he didn't go vertical quick enough. So, yep, we get out of bounds, and clock's gonna run, and we are now going into the second quarter, 14-0 Colts. All right, I'm going to stem down Cortland Sutton right there. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get something. I can't, but we've got Ingram right there, and he breaks the tackle. I'm just going to go out of bounds, so he lived to fight another day. Let's see if we can get these crossing routes going right here, man. My primary is Mims to Harvey to Franklin. All right, covered up. Franklin wide open for a touchdown. Let's go. Cover 3 look, you already know. Weak spot is going to be that drag route right there. All right, nice. 14-7 Indianapolis right there. How long was that? All right, 12 plays, 70 yards for about 6.15 yards per play. Doing some quick math. Someone wants to check me out with that. I'm not sure. Either way, let's see if we can get some contain on this kickoff coverage. All right, nice play by Hufanga and J-Mac right there. And man, we just got to get these Colts. We got to make them uncomfortable. Let's see if we can get after Daniel Jones. Over the middle field. Oh my God, Alec Pierce. What a catch. I read that all the way, and he still was able to. Make something happen right there. All right. Come on. Blow this up. Nice. Way to set the edge. Jade Barron and Lavelle Bailey. All right. With gun empty, bench wide, I think we're going to run. I don't think the Colts are going to do anything crazy right here. Like, I think it's just going to be over the middle of the field. Yep. And we predicted it. But, oh, man. Oh, shit. He had way too much time. But that was broken up by Brandon Jones. Let's go. Huge play right there. All right. Let's see what Mims can get on this return. Punt the ball. Oh, okay. Ah, man. Pursuit is way too overpowered, and man, real life Mims is housing that, but oh well. Damn. I feel like that's a trap right there with Ingram. No, but I do have Harvey just slightly over the middle of the field, but I didn't throw it quick enough. My bad. I didn't throw it quick enough. Let's see if we can get some counter going, and then I will get. Actually, let's get Bidet in there too. All right. Actually, what if I run to the right side? If I run counter to the right side, all right, nice, nice hole. Oh my God, he did such a good job containing right there because I felt like I made the cut. Felt like I did a pretty good job making the cut, but yeah. All right, let's see if we can get Mims to block right here, or that would be an illegal formation. All right. Okay. Okay. I tried to juke out the safety, which is why I ran so far to the left, but overall, I'm liking what we're establishing on the ground. It was just that one strip sack, man. That one strip sack. All right, dump off. Let's see what Bidet got right here. Enough for the first down. All right, live to fight another day. Got no problem with that. All right, let's see if we can get. I'm eyeing Ingram right here. Definitely eyeing Ingram for this. See if I can clear him out with Mims running a go route. And yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, we got it at the 1 yard line right here. So, oh, DeForest Buckner's injured. That's huge for us. That's huge. I am gonna call play action here from. Actually, Indianapolis is going pretty light up front, especially for being at the one. So I am gonna see if we can just win. We did not. Damn, I should have thrown. I should have thrown. Yeah, we would have had that wide open, especially if they were running cover one. All right, I'm gonna see. Throw Dobbins in there, and then Ingram touchdown. Man, he did not make that cut quick enough, but oh well. It doesn't really matter to me. We were able to tie this game up, and I completely shanked the extra point. I completely shanked the extra point, guys. I am horrible at this video game. Man, I just got too greedy. I just got too greedy. I thought the arc wasn't moving as fast as it actually was, but man, note to self. All right, that's what I should have done. I should have hit the bullseye right there. In the landing zone, returned by Khalil Herbert, right there for the Indianapolis Colts. And if they're going pistol, what should I do? I mean, I kind of want to blitz. Let's see if we can make the. Let's see if we just got the guys to make Daniel Jones uncomfortable right here. All right, we got the personnel to run man against the Colts, so I think even if I think Moss and Barron are better in real life than they are in this video game. Uh, shit, man. 5 wide, we're just going to run man. All right, guess pass. See if we can continue Daniel Jones right here. Oh, this is a screen? Man, he took forever to throw that football. Either way, loss of one. All right, I'm going to run cover 9. Let's see what we got to the trip side. Wait, why are we? I got to flip this. I'm going to flip this. All right. There we go. Oh, but completely busted it right there. Oh my God. Way to hustle over there, Jade Barron. So what I was trying to do, I was trying to make cover 9 go to the trip side, and I didn't flip it until too late, but, you know, we got really lucky right there. So count your lucky stars that Jonathan Taylor was hunted down right there by Jade Barron. See if we can get some nice return action going here. Man, Mims with another speed boost, but he's going to run out of room as the Colts gunner was pursuing very, very hot right there. I'm going to see if we can run some outside zone. I'm going to see if we can run some outside zone. I'm going to throw some Pat Bryant in there. See if we can get some Pat Bryant. Nice. Okay. J.K. Dobbins with a heck of a play right there to bounce him off. All right. See, am I going to throw the bubble to Pat Bryant? Am I going to throw the bubble? I mean, they're pressing, so. I thought I just barely had enough separation to throw it, and I made that decision right before I even snapped the ball. So let that be a lesson to you guys that you can't make that decision without seeing anything first. Man, I got to do like an auto sub setting right there because I'm tired of doing manual subs. But we're going to get the first down right here with Cortland Sutton. All right, nice. Way to just go down right there. PA double post. Once again, this was the play we got strip sacked on, so I got to be hot. I got to be hot to, I think, Troutman. And why is it making me throw Riley Mawson right there? Ugh. Oh, I can't do it again. Oh, that was so grounding. I felt like that was so grounding. All right, note to self. I'm never calling that play again. All right, we've got flood drive right here. I kind of want to hit Bryant or Ingram, and I'm not going to get the chance to because we have Mims streaking wide open right here. Dang, I ran into the backside of Ingram, but otherwise I felt like that was getting housed. All right, we got flanker drive. Flanker drive. Man, I'm killing them with these drive concepts. Sorry if you can hear my cat meowing in the background. All right. Okay. Let's get some Pat Bryant going, working in this offense right here. Our 2 minute drill has been pretty good so far. All right, I'm going to see if I can get Harvey. Let's see if I can get Harvey, and I am going to auto sub R. I am going to auto sub R. Guys right there. HB slip screen, but Miners completely blew his block. All right, I'm going to use a timeout. Indy's playing really far off, so I'm going to see if I can run some inside zone. And this is the receiving personnel that I want on the field if I'm going to run something like this. Let's see if we can get back to the line. I don't want to give Indy any time to score, so I'm going to try to get Ingram and get him out of bounds real quick, but I'm going to have Sutton run a corner. All right, not open. Pursuit was hot. We got to throw it away. All right, what's the move here? Try to get the first down and then take another crack at the end zone. I think so. Actually, let me see if I can get Ingram on a go right here. Okay, I don't have Ingram. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what? I'm not going to go for it. You guys might be like, okay, you're a bitch. But listen, even if I go for it and I get it, there's just no guarantee that we score with enough time. So I'm fine with taking these points, especially because I shanked the field goal last time. So I'm just going to take the lead right here. And guys, we get the ball at halftime too, so that'll be completely fine for us. I'm fine with doing a regular kickoff because our coverage has been pretty solid so far. So, yeah, I think Indianapolis is just going to need it, and it's going to go to halftime. Let's just make sure we don't lose contain. Perfect. All right, Indianapolis basically has nothing right here unless they throw an absolute nuke. So, oh man, that's a little spooky, but hey, I'm fine with that. If you guys remember the last episode, Riley Moss completely blew his coverage when I told him to go deep. So we are going to play very deep right here. Let's see if we can get Benito through, and he's at Daniel Jones. Knock it down. Nice swat mechanic right there by PS2. Let's get this ball, and let's try to go up 23-14. All right, cool. Sorry, I was texting my grandma back, but either way, all right. Let's do this right here. All right. Man, it wouldn't let me cut right there. Otherwise, I thought I had something decent, but oh well. I'm going to see if I can get Harvey going again with another little counter call. Okay, get him in the middle of the field. Oh my God, Sutton once again can't hang on to it. Man, those possession catches can be a little tricky sometimes. So what we've got right here, reads are Sutton to Franklin to Sherfield. Sutton not open. Sherfield. Oh, what a catch right there. I can't believe in Madden, Cortland Sutton doesn't hang on to that, but Trent Sherfield does. So yeah. Also, in college football, I feel like the ball just floats more in Madden, and sometimes I primarily play college football, so I feel like some of the windows I have in this game are not as like distinct as it is when you play the college football video game, but oh well, I don't really care. Either way, we're driving right now. This is exactly what I said we needed to do. So we've got a run heavy formation to the left, and we've got absolutely nothing. Okay. All right, nice. Way to hang on, Evan Ingram. Let's run another little mesh concept. I'm looking for Dobbins right here. I'm looking for Dobbins or Franklin. Honestly? Okay. Oh my God, he ran so far. I thought he was going to run a little more flat. Like, look at that play art. I thought he was going to run more flat. Oh well. All right, we got 4th and 3 right here. It wants me to go for it. You know, our defense has been cooking ever since the first drive, but I'm going to try to make this a two-score game because worst case scenario, you try to get Daniel Jones to go the length of the field. And, yeah. Okay. Showing blitz right here. Okay, we got Ingram. Nice. That's what I thought was going to happen last play. So, nice. All right. Way to go for it on fourth down. I feel like not going for it on fourth down on the last drive really benefited us. And let's see if we can just punch this in with Dobbins. If not, we'll get Harvey in there. All right. Cool. 22-14. Let's see. Hopefully I don't shank this like I did that last time. Cool, cool. All right. Nice little kickoff right here. All right, man. Now it's time for us to get after Daniel Jones because it's been a pretty good game so far. They only have 34 passing yards, but it's because they had that lead, and then we had nice Zach Allen. Zach Allen right there. Like, listen, I'm just gonna keep playing quarters or cover three, and then I'm gonna dare Daniel Jones to beat us because he can't. He can't. He's terrible. I am gonna contain though. Make sure he doesn't take off and run on us. Either way, what do we got here? Okay. Oh man, that's a dot. I can't believe we. Wait, can I challenge that? Should I challenge that? Hmm. Where was it? Where was it? Ah man. Ah no, I think he did. I think he completed it. Actually, you never know with these games, so I'm just gonna see if I can challenge the ruling on the field. Okay. It stood. I don't know why I challenged. I was just like, all right, let's see if I can get some cheese on this game. Either way, we're gonna go cover three again because the Colts really like going empty. So I'm not gonna contain again because we don't get any pass rush when we do that. But either way, going over the middle of the field. Oh my God, what a read! What a read by Dre Greenlaw right there, flexing, letting him know not on me, not on me. So I am. We're gonna run double one bracket. So we're gonna contain or we're gonna bracket Michael Pittman on the left side right here. We got man to man across the board on the other sides as well. And oh my God, that could have been picked off. Our decision right there to bracket worked out, but they did have a guy wide open on the right side of the field. Oh well. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slant our D line to the right side. We're gonna blitz Lavelle Bailey up there as well. We're gonna see if we can. Oh man. Okay. Nice. Even the presence of Dre Greenlaw scared Daniel Jones right there. And we're gonna get this ball back, and Indianapolis is not going to have anything to show for it. Nice little comeback game right here. Obviously, maybe the game script will go crazy. Oh shit! I realized that since I subbed Marvin Mims on offense, they didn't put him back there, or they put him back. They put Cortland Sutton back at kick returner when I subbed him, so that sucks. But oh well. Make sure that doesn't happen again. All right, I like this run look. Let's see if we can seal the edge. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Boom. Oh my God, we might take the 75 yards. We might take the 75 yards. R.J. freaking Harvey. Oh my God. Also, he has not changed his number in real life, and maybe he does by the time, because I've seen a lot of people say that he's going to change his number, but that's just a rumor for the time being. So yeah. Boom. Evan Ingram wide open right there. 31-14, Denver Broncos. Let's go. Man, we're going to stack the box. We're going to stack the box because I genuinely don't think Daniel Jones can beat us. Unless he hands off to Jonathan Taylor, but we've got Dre Greenlaw having a heck of a game. Having a heck of a game right here. All right, I'm going to shade over top. The one guy I'm concerned about is Downs on the left side, so I'm going to use Riley Moss right here. Oh shit, I should have been concerned about JT. Should have been concerned about JT, but that's a negative play for them. Wow, wow, wow. All right. I'm not going to contain because we don't get pass rush when we do that, but I am going to guard the sticks right here. Actually, let me use Benito. He's been a little quiet this franchise. Let's see if I can get over to Daniel Jones right there. PJ Locke. Oh, man. So we completely whiffed on our dive attempt, but Tyler Warren was out of bounds anyway. And I'm surprised the Colts aren't going for it, trying to get back in the game because I feel like you give us the football again, we're just going to score. So, yeah. All right, we got Mims back there to receive the kick once more. All right, man. I tell you what, these gunners are doing a pretty good job at making sure that when we break past the first guy that we don't have that much going afterwards. But either way, we're just going to keep pounding the rock left side. Pounding the rock left side. All right. Turn up field. Nice. RJ Harvey with 7 rushes for 108 yards. All right. I got to keep him fresh, though, so I'm going to avoid the wear and tear, and we're going to go with who else? It wants me to throw. Patrick Surtain is a 98 overall receiver. We'll see, man. It's my franchise. All right, I'm going to block Adam Trotman. We're going to swallow our pride and block our tight end right there, but Marvin Mims, way to get open right there, and then we're going to run some 0-1 trap. I'm going to throw Pat Bryant out here since we're going to keep running this football, and I am going to replace Mims. We're going to go a little more blocking heavy with our personnel sets right now, so yeah. Oh, my God, that was beautiful. Look at Marvin Mims getting downfield to the safety. Let's see if I can do some outside runs. Let's see if we can really stretch the field right here. All right, so we've got a bunch look, and I mean, I don't love this play, but let's see if Sutton and Franklin can hold up their end of the bargain on the right side. I'm going to see if I can motion Ingram and get a little extra over there. Get a little extra over here. All right. Okay, I liked the call initially, but looks like the Colts had some pretty good contain to that right side, so we're going to see if we can HB stretch it again. And yeah, sorry about the constant camera angle flipping, but this is kind of how I play. All right, Harvey. Good stuff right there. 9 rushes, 128 yards for R.J. Harvey. We are going to celebrate the first down. You know, something I don't do a lot in college football is I don't do enough motion, so I'm going to see if I can do some motion right here, and I'm going to see if I can trick the defense, because we're strong to the left, and our run ultimately is going to the left side, but oh, we had too much stuff. We got caught in between Clay Webb and Quinn Miners, so yeah. I'm going to throw this ball because I haven't thrown it in a little bit, so I'm going to see if I can get Harvey on that, and then let's run across with Ingram. I think we'll have either of those guys, or we got Sutton on the out. Okay, nice. Sweet. Man, do I want to run a counter? No, I don't. I want to run. I like this play right here. Okay, but damn, I tell you, Clay Webb at left guard, because we cannot put in Ben Powers, has been a huge sore spot for us. Let's see if we can run it to the right side off McGlinchey and Powers and see if we can get Rupier Adkins to be the puller right there. I am going to throw Bidet in because we haven't seen him in a little bit. And once again, we got nothing. I'm amazed that he was able to stay up and gain a yard after that. And R.J. Harvey has been injured. That's definitely something to monitor. So, oof. That'd be a big blow if he's unavailable and can't go. All right. Completely duped him on that concept right there. It's already a 2-score game. Are we going to run up the score? Nah. I'm fine kicking this and just making it 34-14 right here. Again, Heisman why did I say Heisman? All Madden is no joke. That being said, yeah, our games are definitely going to get a lot harder next week when we have the Chargers, so that's the way I'm feeling right there. All right. Oh, Khalil Herbert, looks like he had something there, but he just decided to turn around. Man, I can't believe there's no wear and tear on our defensive guys. Like, compared to our offensive guys, why is Pat Bryant in at corner? Okay, well, I guess, I don't know if I got the sub off in time, but I guess you're going to see Pat Bryant maybe at corner next game. A little dump off to Jonathan Taylor right here. And if the Colts just want to keep doing that, then I'm completely fine with that, because I don't want to... Let's get Surtain back in there, the fuck. All right, there we go. Oh, man. Way to play right there. I tried to set the edge with Jaquan McMillan, but it did not work out. But luckily, we were able to keep him in bounds. We were able to keep this clock moving, and yeah. So I'm going to guess pass right here. Let's see if... Oh, man. So they're going to keep running the football, but man, I don't know how much good that does them. Like, if they score, but the clock just keeps running, then I got no qualms about that for sure. Lavelle Bailey. See Tyler Warren. Oh, yeah. Zach Allen with his second sack of the game. Man, I tell you, I think pass rush does need a nerf in Madden because Benito and Cooper have been just straight up non-factors to this point, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Sanders on something right here against this right tackle, and looks like Michael Pittman comes down with the catch. So, tell you what, I'd be a lot more scared if we were playing against Anthony Richardson than anything else, because at least with AR, you have to respect his running ability, right? Thought I'd be able to get Daniel Jones right there, but he made a pretty good move to juke me. All right, let's see. What's LeBeau Bailey at the edge? Man, you can PI like a MFer and get away with it. And Nick Benito, there he is. I think that's his first sack of the season for us. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Man, I tell you what, our coverage has held up really well ever since the first drive of the game where the Colts just went right down the field and scored. So, all right, we've got Cooper back in there. Let's see if I can get some Jonah Ellis. Ashton Doolin on Patrick Surtain right there. What are the Colts going to do? Okay, I figured they were going to go for it. I'm going to go inside, shade inside on cover 2 man. I'm going to make sure I can cover JT if he sweeps out, which he did not. And we pick the ball with Alex Singleton. Easy reads right there. And oh my goodness. Man, I tell you what, this is looking akin to a Daniel Jones game in real life. So, yeah. I think with Harvey injured, I'm just going to keep Bidet in for the rest of the game. Actually, yeah. I mean, we're up, 20, or by 20 points. There's no need to risk him. And let's actually see if we can get something going on here. I'm going to put Stidham in because there's no need to risk Bo Nix's wear and tear. So, I know that might sound a little silly because I'm not running that much with Nix, but trust me, if it works anywhere close to how it does in college football, you do not want your quarterback in there for large parts of the season. But yeah, is there a button where I can put in my backups? No. All right. Well, either way, Mills, strong close flex. Hmm. Do I want to keep running up the score? I mean, it's whatever. But either way, HB stretch right here. Let's see if we can get something right here. Joel McLaughlin, we have not used him once, but he is active for us, even though I expect him to be inactive on real game days. So, yeah. All right, we got 4th and 7. We're just going to punt this football away. Or it's suggesting we go for a field goal right here. I don't know why. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's test Will Lutz's limits because that's something I haven't done. So I'm going to wait for the play clock to go all the way down to like 5 or something. But I have not really tested Will Lutz's like kick power. And I know we are indoors, so that might not be working in our favor. But all right, once it gets to 5, that's when we'll start. Boom. And he absolutely drills it. Wow. Good stuff. What a hold by Crawshaw right there. We haven't had to punt at all in this franchise, I don't think, either. So, yep, we're just going to kick off right here with the guy who just drilled a 57-yarder in Lutz right there. Total score right now, 37-14. We got off to a slow start in this game and the Titans game that I did last episode, but ever since then, it's just been wheels up. Let's see if we can just stat pad on Daniel Jones right here. Oh, I absolutely... Oh, shit. I nailed Daniel Jones with Brandon Jones right there, so we're going to get flagged for roughing the passer. Oh, no. Ineligible man downfield? Oh, okay. I'll take it. All right. There's my coach right there. Obviously showing that he is very happy with his team's performance today. 37-14. Oh, man. All right. Timeout. Cover 2 sync. Man, it's just about stat padding, honestly. Like, if you guys want to score, then by all means be my guest. But Daniel Jones had a nice little run right there. But I'm just going to run, like, cover 4 and, like, prevent D and whatever. I'm going to stack the box just to make sure that JT doesn't run wild. Either way, man, they've tried Greenlaw with that 3 times this game, and every single one it's just been blown up from our inside linebacker. I hope Greenlaw's healthy in real life, man. I hope Greenlaw's healthy in real life because that'd be absolutely phenomenal for our defense if he's just... Oh! Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was so hyped when he signed him, but I just hope that he can play in real life against Tennessee on Sunday. All right, we've got Roach from the edge right here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to lurk with Barron right here. Actually, I'm going to get into the flat. Testing PS2, not a good idea. Either way, I think low-key, if he delivers a dime right there, he probably has it, but it's Daniel Jones, and we also have Patrick Surtain, so maybe with a perfect throw, that just gets flat-out picked. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, we've got Sternad, Greenlaw, and Lavelle Bailey on the field right here as well. We don't really need... Are they going to throw it to the flat? No, they're not, and we're going to get a blitzing sack from Dre Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw, even though I know R.J. Harvey had 100 and something yards on only 10 carries, definitely the player of the game right there. So, yeah, let's see what we can get with Joel McLaughlin. Okay. Okay. See you, Joel McLaughlin. All right. Maybe one more pass attempt. Shit. Ah. I'm good. Run behind Clay Webb. Okay. That's a little run by Joel McLaughlin again. He has nice acceleration, which is big in Madden, but either way, there we go. 37 to 14. I'm going to show you the final stats here real quick before we wrap this video up and before we get out of here. So player stats, let's see. Bo Nix, 23 for 31 with 245 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. No picks. RJ Harvey, 12 for 125 for 10.4 yards per carry. Obviously, he had that 75-yard touchdown run. Jacob Adams didn't run the ball that well, neither did Tyler Bidet, but Joel McLaughlin did get some stuff going. Outside of that long run by JT, they did not have much go right there. Evan Ingram was our go-to guy, same with Sutton. I felt like I did a nice job rotating the receivers and everything, so yeah, if you guys want to see who our best defensive players were, obviously Zach Allen, Singleton with that pick, and then Jade Barron was one of our leading tacklers, 1 solo, 6 assists, but Dre Greenlaw, 2 passes deflected, player of the game right there for us easily, so yeah. Looks like we've got an upgrade from Will Lutz and RJ Harvey from this game. Man, that RJ Harvey face scan does not look anything like him, but I'm going to auto upgrade because I trust the CPU to go with the grain right here. And I am going to show you some of the prospects right here uh, before we move on to next week. CJ Rose, John Thomas. The Broncos might need an offensive lineman in real life. So here are some of the offensive linemen we might be looking at in the draft. Dalvin Ramsey, 318, 6'5" out of Auburn. Let's see, what about guard? Right, I think most Broncos fans would agree that left guard is the weak spot of the offense right now. Maybe Juan Williams can stay. The local product can stay right here. Bryce Bergen at Ohio State. Out of Ohio State. There's not many good center prospects, but either way. So yeah, that basically does it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Looks like we've got a 58% approval rating, so I hope I'm higher than that. And yeah, I am going to upgrade my coach right here as well. Man, I'm going to upgrade the wear and tear as much as possible because it seems like it's already starting to catch up to our guys. So yeah, and then let's see, what else am I going to do right here? Cornerback training. All right, looks like I'm going to upgrade everything and just make Knicks better. All right. So, yeah, that does it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.